Hi, this is Joe Okoro, your digital marketing coach. In today's presentation, we're going to look at how you can decide the price of your course. The reason why we're treating this is because a lot of people have concerns on exactly how to price their course. Okay, so for those who have created a course that they want to service their audience, you understand that creating course is a lot of work. However, course creation pays huge returns at the end of the day. So one concern that most people who have a completed course have is how to put a price tag on it. And this has led a lot of persons to ask this very question: how much should I charge for my online course? So if you have asked that question, or if you want to know exactly how to charge your course reasonably so that you'll be able to sell it and get enough patronage for it, this presentation will give you some ideas on some of the factors you should look at before you price or put a price tag on your online course. So the thing is, it's a little bit difficult to get the exact price to put on an online course because online courses are not tangible products. They are not physical products. They are knowledge products. They are intellectual products. What that means is that you have to decide on a price for them, okay? Because we know that physical product, you can easily put a price tag on them because of the cost of production. But these digital products we are talking about are something that is delivered digitally via a download, online download. So it doesn't take as much material to produce, and that is why it's a difficult question for a lot of people. It's a difficult question for a lot of people to answer. So what can guide you in case you have created a course? What can guide you to put a reasonable price tag on it? There are three factors that we're going to consider in this presentation. Now, let's look at the first factor. The first factor is you need to consider the value of your course. What do I mean? You need to consider how much time, how much effort, how much resources it took you to put your course together. Okay? You also need to consider what is the value of that course to your students. So I'm not saying that because you have put so much value into your course that you should put too much price on your course. Okay? And you don't want to underprice your course either. So you don't overprice or underprice your course to the point that it will be difficult for your audience to buy it. Of course, you know that when you underprice it, on the other hand, it can be perceived as a low quality product because a lot of people associate high price with quality. And when you underprice it, you are doing yourself a disservice. So you want to consider the value of your course. What will your student get? In what way will your course have an impact on their lives? So what that means is that the perceived value of your course is one of the factors that will validate the price you are going to place on your course. So before you put a price tag on that course, you want to consider the value the course has for your students. Okay, now let's look at the second factor. The second factor you have to look at is you want to look at what result your course promise. In other words, what result does your course promise to your students or to your target audience? So let's assume that you have created a course titled Lose 20 kilogram in 90 days. That's a weight loss product. Or you are in the animal farming niche market and you have a course that is titled How to Make 500K Monthly from Rabbit Farming. or you are in the finance market and you have a course that is titled How to Save 100K from Company Registration. Now, each of these are course titles that has a promise. Okay, the first one, lose 20 kg in 90 days, promises the result of burning 20 kilogram of fat under 90 days. The second one promises an income of 500K from rabbit farming, and the third one promises a saving of 100K from company registration. So that you can see, each of these courses have a promise. Okay, they promise particular results. So when you are pricing your course, you must base the price that you're going to put on your course on the outcome of the result that your course is promising. How do I mean? I'm going to give you an example. For example, the first course which says you should lose 20 kilogram in 90 days. There are a lot of things you need to consider before you put a price tag on that course. So let's say you want to put a price tag on that course. You want to consider the circumstances, other factors that someone who wants to lose 20 kilogram in 90 days will do to lose it without your course, which is more expensive. For example, someone who is overweight and want to lose that amount of fat will likely register in a gym. The person will likely get supplements to lose weight. Okay, and even at that, these expenses that this person is making may not be enough for the person to still get that desired result of 20 kilogram in 90 days. So you want to compare the total amount the person is going to spend to get the same result that your course is promising. You want to compare that amount to what you are charging them, okay, to get similar result or even better result for them. For instance, let's say the person is spending 30,000 naira per month on gym membership and another 20,000 naira on supplements like diets, slim teas, capsules, and the rest of them. That means the person will be spending a total of 50,000 in a single month. Remember that the promise is lose 20 kg in 90 days. So that means in 3 months, which is 90 days, the person is going to do a total of 150 in expenses to burn 20 kilogram of fat, which may still not get the person the desired result. So in this case, you are seeing that the person is going to spend around 150,000 naira in 90 days. So you may decide to charge that person 10% to 20% of the total amount the person will otherwise spend to get a similar result. However, this time around, you are charging this person this 10 to 20% without the person spending this huge amount on other solutions. Okay, other less effective solutions this time around. So that means you can charge between 15,000 to 20,000 naira for your course, which is around 10 to 20% of the total amount the person would have otherwise spent to get that result. Okay, so therefore you price your course based on the result that your course will deliver for them. This is the same thing you will do in other niche markets. So you have to consider other factors. What are those things the students will likely spend if the person is choosing other solution, other less effective solution? What are those things they are going to spend more money on? Okay, and if the student sees that you have a better solution with a lesser price, the perceived value for your course, of course, will increase, and this will help you put a price that is reasonable for your students to buy your course. So this is the second factor you look at. You look at the result that your course is going to deliver, and you base the price tag of your course on that. Now, the third factor you look at is you don't price your course based on the volume or the length of your course. A lot of people believe that for them to charge higher amount of money for their courses, that their courses must be very voluminous, and then they must write 200 pages of content to charge $100 or $200. The truth is, nothing could be further from it. You do not price a course based on the length or the volume of the course. Even when you are preparing home study, large home study courses, it doesn't need to be too much, because if it is too much, it can overwhelm your audience. Okay, it can overwhelm your target audience. So what you want to do is you want to focus on quality. Okay, you want to put a charge on your course based on the quality content and materials you use to produce the course. And that is why you must focus on quality rather than on quantity when you are creating your online course. Of course, the picture you see by your right hand shows a volume of book. Okay, and the difficulty a lot of people face with trying to get the right price for their course, that shouldn't be the case. So if you want to price your course reasonably, look at the quality. It could be lesser in quantity but high quality. As long as it is result oriented, then you are good to go. Okay, so at the end of the day, what matters is that the perceived value of your course meets the price. Okay, the perceived value of your course meets the price. Take note that there are still other many factors that you look at to help you set a winning and reasonable price for your course. But the rest of these factors are contained in a special video presentation that I have made available for anyone interested in learning how to create an online course. So if you want to know about these other factors, and if you also need help with creating an online course, I'm inviting you to watch a 100% free video presentation on how to create and launch an online course. That video presentation is titled the 7-Figure Online Course Presentation. Of course, it is a 7-figure course. We've just discussed about pricing. It is the price that you give your course that will enable you to hit this 7-figure. This course, this video presentation details everything you need in order to get a 7-figure course created. You'll be able to create and launch a course that sells like crazy. Okay, so if you want to get this totally free video presentation, the 7-figure online course presentation, you are going to use the link in the description below this video to access this video presentation. Just go to the link below this video and you will see how to have direct and immediate access to it. So if you love this video, please like, subscribe, and kindly leave a comment below this video and give me suggestions of other type of questions you want me to handle in the coming future. Thank you for watching, and I do hope to see you in my next video.